A Kelowna prolific offender has been sentenced to 3 years and 4 months in jail after a serious crash in West Kelowna back in 2019. Josh Aronson was found guilty after a trial of failing to stop for police, dangerous driving, driving while prohibited, and breach of probation in the incident on September 23, 2019. On the same day after being released from prison on prior convictions, Aronson got behind the wheel of a car after being told he was prohibited from driving. Officers attempted to pull Aronson over as he traveled west on the Bennett Bridge, but he failed to stop. Rather than pursuing heavy rush hour traffic, the officer pulled over on the West Side Road on-ramp and turned the vehicle's emergency lights off. Less than a minute later, the team lead heard on his radio there was a serious crash on the highway about 800 meters west of West Side Road. Aronson fractured his skull in the crash and broke his arm, shoulder, femur, pelvis, knee, and ankle, and the highway was closed for several hours. The driver of the Dodge truck Aronson collided with suffered no physical injuries but was psychologically scarred and could not return to work for a year. During the sentencing on Tuesday, Judge Clark Burnett said, "Unfortunately for the rest of the law-abiding motorists traveling throughout Kelowna and West Kelowna that early evening, when the marked police car came up behind Mr. Aronson, they became obstacles impeding his escape from police. Their safety was the least of Mr. Aronson's concerns. All he cared about was not being caught." With credit for 842 days already served, Aronson has 364 days remaining on his sentence. Upon release, Aronson is prohibited from operating a motor vehicle for 10 years. He will also be placed on a 2-year probation. At the end of the sentencing, Judge Burnett said, "I certainly hope we don't see you back here again." Aronson replied, "Me too." For Castanet News, I'm Madison Earhart in Kelowna.